Today I'm going to show you how to make a spiral granny square, a multicolor spiral granny square. I use 2 colors, but you can use 4 colors. You can make it with 1 if you just want to the shape of it. There's a lot of different variants of this pattern, and you can really make this a very nice one. What you're going to need is for this one that I've got with the 2 colors, you're going to need 4 balls of different colors yarn. Even if you're just going to make it with 2 colors, you're going to need 4 balls. So you're going to need 2 of the blue and 2 of this orange color, peach color, sorry. You're going to need some stitch markers, 4 of them for each stitch that you're going to keep. You're going to need your scissors, and you're going to need your embroidery needle. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to start my granny square with blue, my first string of blue, and we're going to start with a magic loop. Now the magic loop, if you don't know how to make the magic loop, I've done a video previously showing you how to make it, but just to start I'm going to show you quickly. You just wrap your yarn around your fingers underneath this loop, over that one, and you're going to make a chain. Now we're going to start this with 1 chain, and we're going to work over the double. I've made 1 chain, and then 1 half double crochet stitch, then you're going to make 2 double crochet stitches, one and 2. Now after you've done this, it is your choice to pull up your loop or to put a stitch marker. Now I prefer to put a stitch marker in this loop, just to make sure that you don't lose this loop. So just like that, and you're finished with this one. I'm going to take my first string of this color, my second color, and where's my loop now? Going to start here, right next to it. You can make a slip knot. Okay, I'm going to take my second color and I've made a slip knot. Put it on your needle, and just with a chain, you're gonna put it on there. So you've got your first chain, then you're gonna make a half double crochet stitch like you did with the blue, and you're gonna make 2 double crochet stitches, 1 and 2. And now the same, you can pull up your loop or leave it like that, or you can just take a stitch marker and put it in the loop to make sure that you don't lose this loop, because you're going to use it just now. And now we're going to attach our next blue color on this side. Just make sure you've got all your little strings out of the way when you attach this one. your second blue or your third color. You can make this in 4 different colors, just like you want to. Okay, so our first one is there. And now we're gonna make a half double crochet stitch, and 2 double crochet stitches. 1 and 2. Pull up your loop and stitch marker. Now to attach your last one, your 4th color or your 2nd color. There's my 2nd color, and I'm attaching it. Make my single crochet stitch, your half double crochet stitch, and your 2 double crochet stitches. 1 and 2. And this is how you attach your 4 colors. Now we can start with our spiral. We can close our magic loop by pulling this yarn here, and there you go. Now we're going to start with our first one. No, this is not our first one, this is our first one. Just make sure you keep track of your yarn. It can get tangled quite easily, so you need to know which ball is which one. So let's start with this one. And what we're going to do, we're going to start, always start this. You'll see you've got your 4 stitches here. 1, 2, 3, and your first one. Now in your first and last stitch, always you're going to make 2 double crochet stitches. So we're going to start here with 1 and 2. And then we're going to make 1 in the next one, which is there. And we're going to make 2 in the next one. We're not going to work in the 4th stitch here because that loop is still open there. So we're just going to make 2 double crochet stitches in the 3rd stitch there. So 1 and 2. Now as you go on, it's going to get easier because it's going to be bigger. So now pull up my loop here, and I'm going to do it with all my other ones. I've done this one, so now the next one we're going to work on is this orange one. So let's open this stitch. And again, we're going to make 2 double crochet stitches. You see that's your 1, 2, 3, and there's your 4th one. So we're going to make this chain stitch that you made. 2 double crochet stitches in that chain or single crochet stitch that you made. 1, 2, and then 1 double crochet stitch in the next stitch, and then 2 in the next one. 1 and 2, and we pull up our loop, put our stitch marker here, and we're off to the next one, and we're going to do it with these two as well. Okay, so we are done with our first row, and now we're going to start with our second row. So let's open this one where we started. And we're going to do the same. We're going to start in our first chain from where we are now with 2 double crochet stitches in that stitch. 1 and 2, and now we're going to make double crochet stitches in the next 3 stitches, 1 2 3, and then we're going to make 2 in that one there. We're going to leave this one but that's got the stitch marker, so we've got 3 stitches left here where we're going to make 1 double crochet stitch in each of them. So let's make one there, and we're going to make one here, and we're going to make one in that one, and then in our next one we're going to make 2. 1 and 2. And we're going to pull our loop up and put our stitch marker there to keep the loop. Now the next one. Let's get some yarn here. Oops. The same. In our next stitch we're going to make 2 double crochet stitches. 1 and 2. In the next 3, 1 2 and 3, we're going to make 1, and then in that last stitch we're going to make 2. 1 2 and 3, and in the next one we're gonna make 2 double crochet stitches. 1 and 2, and we're gonna put our stitch marker in here, and we're gonna do the same with the next 2. And there you go. I've done with all 4 parts, and you can see your little spiral is starting to take shape here. I'll just get all my... So now I stopped here, so now I stopped here, so we're gonna start with this one. Let's take out this stitch marker, and we're gonna make 2 double crochet stitches in the next stitch. So in that one we're going to make 2, 1 and 2, and now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches where we're going to make double crochet stitches in each of them, and then in the last one we're going to make 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then 2 double crochet stitches in the next one. 1, 2. And you pull up your loop, put your stitch mark in. Then it's the next one. Two double crochet stitches in the next stitch, so in this one, 1 and 2, then 5 double crochet stitches in the next 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 double crochet stitches in the next one, 1 and 2. We're going to repeat this with our next 2. Okay, I've done that row as well, and our spiral is coming on very nicely. Now if you want to go on, your next one will be 2 double crochet stitches in that next chain, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1 in that one there as well. 2 in that as the last one here, and you're going to go around there. So I'm going to do another 1 row, and I'll see you when I'm done with that one. I'm going to show you how I'm making this spiral then a little granny square, and how I'm going to end off my spiral granny square. I'll see you when I'm done with the next row. Okay, now I'm going to show you how I end off this and to make it a square for my granny square. I'm going to start taking off this one, and I'm going to start with my 2 double crochet stitches like I do with all of my rows in the next one. One and 2. Then in the next one I'm gonna make 1 double crochet stitch, then in the next stitch I'm gonna make a half double crochet stitch, then in the next one I'm gonna make a single crochet stitch, And in the next one I'm gonna make a slip stitch. Then I'm gonna cut my yarn and pull it through. Here you go. Then the next one, I'm gonna take this one now off. Don't need this one now. Gonna do the same. In my next stitch, I'm gonna make 2 double crochet stitches. 1, 2. Then in my next stitch, a double crochet stitch. The next one will be a half double crochet stitch in that one. Come on. Oh. Come on now. There you go. In the next one, a single crochet stitch, and then lastly a slip stitch in the next one. Just a slip stitch. Cut my yarn and pull it through. There you go. Same on this one. 2 double crochet stitches. 1 and 2. In the next one, only 1 double crochet stitch, then a half double crochet stitch in the next stitch, a single crochet stitch, and a slip stitch in the next one. Pull it through. And the last one. Double crochet stitch, two double crochet stitches, 1 and 2, then 1 double crochet stitch, a half double crochet stitch in the next one, a single crochet stitch, and a slip stitch. And there you go. There you've got it. Now you just work away your ends and you've got your spiral granny square. Now you can make this in 4 colors because you start with 4 different balls of yarn. You can make it 4 colors. You can make it two colors, so 2 of the same on this side, 2 on the same with that. Make it thicker spiral. You can make it in any colors. If you like my video, please like and subscribe. Please comment and send me pictures of your finished spiral granny square. It's a very nice and a very easy pattern to follow. I hope you enjoy my videos.